Hello, guys. Okay, guys, so if you all hear me, please type something that I know that you are watching. Just type in your names, and I know that you are watching, and then we can. Oh, this is. Please type in something that you are watching. Now I will go to explain things that you don't understand. Now first with Phúc, he said like we don't know what happens to the fifth task. So in here I say that write down the submission, the final assignment. So what is the final assignment? I just write down here. First I explain you what is the final assignment that I want you to submit. Then we will go to how to write the things in the task 5B. Alright. So in here, last year, the first year that I do the assignment, the final assignment, this is the final assignment of mine, and I want you to do the same. And I will run through it and give you the updates on what is the new thing I want you on this assignment. Now we talk first on what is the first assignment. Alright. The first assignment will be 3 parts. One is one video, the thing that you want to do, render into video. One PDF file equivalent to this that explain everything you do. And thirdly, your plan file that I can check whether it is construct in the right requirements or not. If the two first steps you do it's good, maybe I don't have to check on your file. But just as the requirements, please submit 3 files. One video, one PDF explaining the things, and one plan file. This is important because you know in your oral exam, this might be the topic for Luca and Professor would to ask you. In my year, I was asked about how do I construct the scene, how do I animate the characters, where do I put the bones, and all the things to get the final results in here. This is important because oh sorry, let's play it again. This is the final. Dù là mình xa cách nhau, anh sang ấy vẫn là như thế. Vậy mà sau khi không có anh, đoạn đường nào em đi cũng vắng tay. Thời gian ơi xin hãy trôi nhanh để em được lại ở bên anh. So this is my final video, and in this my Professor Woodrich asked me how do I construct the scene, where do I put the lights, where do I put the light on, how do I render it, how do I make the character move, and other things. So in fact, if you do everything in here correctly, and you open it for the professor, and he will ask you and you can explain it more easily. So in fact, if you do the three things I asked you in here, one video, one PDF, and the plan file, that is the good hint for the professor to give you the oral exam if you are a media arts student. But if you are a computer science guy, you have to do the test on theory, and maybe it's good to have everything organized by reviewing the things. It's my comments on why I have to be clear on this, because last time in my time Luca didn't do the explanation. He doesn't ask for the explanation, so that student don't build the thing gradually from concepts up to the final things. They just do by chance. So I want you to develop things with me from concepts, and then I go through with you, and you can build on the scene together. And then this is a cool thing to put on your portfolio too. For example, I've come with the first concept, and then I write something small about the video I make at the end. The video I make at the end, which is this thing that I show you. Yeah, I built the things on the last, and in between you have everything. This is the UV of the thing. You have some poster, you have some topology showing, and some rigging on, and that will be a good clue for your portfolio. So this is convenient in many ways. You can use that to include in your portfolio too. Next, sorry. So let's go deep into what do you have to put in your final assignment. First is the 3D the video of your scene. It must meet these requirements. First, it must be more than 15 seconds. For example, now in mine, video is 24 seconds, and this is okay. Just more than 30 seconds is fine with me. Oh, more than 30 seconds, 15 seconds is fine. Second, it must at least full HD. I think full HD is good. I don't have to put it full at least just full HD. FH doesn't matter. I think 30 f 24 is okay. Yeah, it should. I don't think it can grow big like that. 100 megabytes is enough. For like 15 seconds is way too much for to encode your video too. It should contain background effects and sound, not only the main object. As, for example, if you got something like this, and then you just make a scene when this is rotating and put on the table, and it is not okay. You should have some camera movement, like you walking around the side the table, or doing something like that, to show the many phases, many aspects of the scene, not just only give a static scene. That's what I mean by the static show reel. It's not like just a static view and then you have everything. no light change, no nothing. You should think of a scene that has some interaction in it. Okay, so animated, not a showreel, not just thing happening in here in one shot. No, not even animated. It should be animated and have some camera movement. Yeah, it can be at a static angle, but at least 2 or 3 angles, so people can see it's not on just one single angle. And it should have sound effects or sound or background. It's just not like this. It's just with no light, it's only one light, and turn it on, and it's just like this, and it's not meet the requirement. You should have more lights that help developing the scene, and it's not like plain color like this. It should be with a little bit effects. We will talk about that later. And it should be lighting, not render from the default light, just like this. Okay, I hope it's clear on that. Next is the concept board, and in the next assignment, I want you to submit the text description of what you want to do. I will go back to my 2 years assignment when I first come into this subject, and I hope this is still readable. It's so small in here. Okay, I show in here the early concept, like I want to make a couple, a story about a couple meet in the midst of the busy world and go into trouble with an imaginative love. And this is the little girls I call love. It's like this is a abandoned 2D animation project. I give up, not yet give up. I pushed away this year to focus on more on my work. So in the first time, I decided that I want something short than 30 seconds, and it have some particle system to do with the word generation. And here is the thing that my friend, in that time we can do it with partners, and she made this, and she used like hair particle system to generate on the trees and clouds in this world. The thing that you see in the final render. Yeah, this thing. You see there's a word, and then it's a road moving by and a car. So I want to make like a busy word. Understand by that. I want to make, and in that time I don't even know that I have to use the array modifier, the particle system, or Rigify to simulate all of these things. I just write down I want to make a in a busy world, and how do I do it? I want to be a globe with like a world with trees and clouds flying around, and this is rotating around, and I just assign it to her, and I do on the characters, and then we reassembling our work. So next thing is in task 5 I say the description of your scene, what you want to build. And in my case, this is like 2 characters, a car, look of trees and houses rotating around. I will write it down like that. And next is like animation, what do you want? And I say like, I want to make a walk cycle. I want to make here is the animation. Yeah, the animation I want to make the camera rotating around the globe and the cars traveling around separately, so I can make it, render it into a transparent background and put into Premiere, and I can go to Premiere to put everything together. I will write that down. About the lights, I want the 3-point light by the add-on, something on the add-ons, and it should be heavily tinted into yellow and purple. And I did it in my final. That is the effects. This is the lighting and effects. This is the animation. I just write it down. And on the music, I used the piece of music of Vietnamese music. The list of add-ons and modifiers I write down too. Contain the 2 characters walk cycle, and I specify it too. So basically, this is a piece of information I roughly want you to write down. So I have the first thinking of what you want to do. And next is the mood board. So this, you can call this is like my mood board. My mood board consists of like, what does the characters look like? He developed from which shapes. For example, this character developed by a triangle. So in Blender, I will think of, okay, let's make a triangle, and from that triangle, extrude things into the characters we have in here. So think of your thing and make a mood board. Go to the internet, search for inspiration. For example, in here, I search for inspiration for a name I call Lam King. Is one of the imaginative characters in my world, and he should have like, okay, he should have some kind of turban like this, like some Indian guy with a beard, big beards, and face look like this character, and he should be like a half pirate and something else. So I quickly show you that. So here, is the guy that I want to do. So he has a turban guy. He's have like a pirate suit. He has like the face, and he has the face. I use the proportions. I use the proportion of the guy I show you. So something happened to the Discord group again. Yeah, and just collect me, or so I know that, okay, what do you want to do in your final assignment, and I will focus on directing you into that things. In the first time, you may not know what is the modifiers, what is particle system, and on add-ons or constraint that you will use in here. You don't know what are these. But if you submit me like a rough things, like what is it about, what does it look like, what is the some reference on what you want to do, and then I will explain it. I will guide you to the add-ons, to the modifier, to the constraint that we need. So that is the requirement of the first on the task 5. And if you have any technical challenge, will tell me. Just tell me and I will explain it. So that is on task 5. On task 4, the 1, 2, 3 you just do after. Uh, Now I upload every video. Now you can do all of them, but only the yeah. In here, I just quickly show you what Anton just sent me, and I think it's absolutely fine for me. I just want something like this. You capture a picture, a screen shot on you putting everything on the table. You can choose another thing, copy more, and put on the table, and show me like, okay, you know how to put origin of the objects in the right place. Yeah, and this is how the close-up of how he arranged the spike onto the shield, and this is enough. Just 3 shots like this, and that is fine for the exercise for exercise 4. And exercise 2, I think is quite telling by itself. I want you to write down the list of hotkeys and the thing you find interesting in my video on rotating the scene. On video I told you about rotating the scene, and go to different modes. Just that is enough, and that's it. That's on the explanation for the assignment 1 and assignment 5. So do you have any questions? Yes, folk is something like that. It's something like in Mordor or Lord of the Rings game. It's like you putting the what is that? It's like a table that you put on the weapons on, and your character can choose from that. Yes, that is the final things, and you just have to send me the screenshot of that, not the file. Is that okay? Yes, Anton, it doesn't have to be character show real. You can do whatever you want. For example, somebody just want to do a loop on some abstract art, showing around lighting change and other things. That is okay too. I don't have problem with that. But please specify what you want to do, and then I can guide you through the thing. Yes, you can do is that like that too. You can do a scene like that, but uh, write it down first. And now, if you have a rough idea like that, I will recommend you to break it down into scene. Like what scene, for example, now in here, I have some. It's not very relevant, but in here is like the animatics for my scene on those characters. And one scene, I want him to be on the subway, and the girls is leading to another scene, and from this scene, yeah, from this scene, the leads go to the belly of this girl, and they are connected. And from this scene, and move to this scene. And for example, another scene is before that is the girl is reading the books with the little girls. So if you have some rough idea like that, I hope that you can specify it down, write it into like different scene. For example, you have 30 seconds on showing aircraft hovering on somebody sit in a hovercraft and zooming down the desert, and then just explain it into like the storyboard, how many camera angles that you have, and then explore from that uh, which uh, which angle, which point of view that is more interesting, and then we can talk on that, and then you can choose this for yourself. You don't have to choose on my for mine, but mm, uh, just a rough idea like that. What you want to do in that, and what are the, for example, what is the hovercraft? Okay, hovercraft, which is, yeah, and choose the type of holograph that you really want to put it in the like a mood board. Put it in your mood board. Some desert, okay. You go to some desert, and then which is the scene in desert. For example, if you have like Mad Max, if you have some desert from Mad Max, you will see like in the beginning there's a little geckos come down and then he step on it, something like that, and it will give you, yeah, yeah. I think it's enough. Yeah, you got what I mean. Just search for the thing that you need and then include it in, so I know whether I can do something to assist you on realizing that idea. Yes, um, the mood board is inspiration. For example, in my 3D, I don't use the this week. You don't have to come with the concept yet. It's just the mood board of the thing. And then later on the next week, if you have some concept, I will develop it with you and with other guys too. I will go into details on how to go and make your concept. You have to draw something very even very simple. You should draw something and show me how things mechanics. For example, if you want to do for example, if you want to do like just for example, if you want to do just a scene like this and then some fish circling around, so you should write it down and draw something on the uh, what's that? Draw a sketch how thing will functional in your scene. At least that for me to understand what you want to do. Yes, I know that is something wrong on that. I don't understand why. Could you check on this site? Can we use this link? Okay, that's good. That the thing is working now. Is there any other questions? Please tell me. I'm changing it. Okay, now it's changed. Do you have any do you have something else to ask? Yes, about the setting up things. So in the first time you open that scene, you will say like he already config for you on the UV tab. It will look like this. I just want you to open that and simply go to File, Default, and save a startup file. Watch his video and know where he has configured things and how to do the change color and other things, because I will go quite fast on that, on the scene that we will reconstruct on this thing. And this is very fast technique to mock up objects in 3D in Blender. And I just want you to go through it and learn how to do that. You don't have to submit anything, just go through and do the things, do your things. And I believe that we are using laptop, so as I told you, we can go to the input, key map, and search for select more, and then change the thing in here. So in next time, if I want you to make, for example, I want to make this, and I just control alternate and minus, and okay, so this is the mood board from Anton, and I can perfectly see his thing he want to do. So Anton, do you want to do like a and cyberpunk and a little bit cell shading with some line art on that? Is that what you want? Okay, cool. So let me show you something on that. This is, I think, is that isometric too? Okay, let's try to see some. Yeah, on that, I think channel is quite a good channel. Uh, I think the